Hey, good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. Um, Glad to have you here. So, we are not going to panic like CNN and MSNBC and all of them this morning. We are not. We're going to show you some of the graphic, show you some of that out there going on. We're not going to panic this morning. We're going to try to hang on. We're going to cling to our Constitution. We're clingers here. We are going. Yesterday was a serious day. Not that things are that they're still serious. This pandemic is a serious situation. But yesterday was a serious day. I had three guests: Congressman Doug Collins, Joanne DePlanke. Great segment on the stock market, and lucky Kelly Loeffler. She is one lucky girl, that girl is. Senator Kelly Loeffler. And then we had Georgia House Speaker David Ralston, which the AJC was watching yesterday and took some of the quotes from the speaker out of our show, ran with an article. Some of you, what do you think out there? Now, here's our phone number on the screen. Do you think Governor Brian Kemp should have come out and put us on the list? And let me say what I'm going here. Here's our phone number right there, 706-889-9700. All the ways you can follow us on social media and my email address. Put up number, where did I put it there? I know I have it. There it is. Let's go with number 43 this morning. Start with 43 there, Emily. Good morning, Emily. Number 43, right there. I have coffee. I have my 8-ball. I got my orange soda. Do you like orange cream soda? I love orange cream soda. Hold on a minute. Man, do I love some orange cream soda. Anyhow, there you go. Hawaii, New Mexico, Washington, Michigan, Wisconsin, Oregon, West Virginia, Massachusetts, Indiana, Ohio, Louisiana, Delaware, California, Illinois, New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey. Okay. Stay-at-home order. Stay your ass at home. Keep your ass right at home. Don't you let me catch your ass even out on the porch. What? Yes, we'll come knocking. We're going to come looking. You got it? Government's coming to the house. Keep your ass at home. Some states you could serve up to 6 months for just stepping your ass off the front porch. Take one step out in the yard and you got it. Sorry. I'm not going to be as serious today. I got to enjoy life. I mean, and I think that's where we're at. I think we're looking around and saying, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. Virus is real, but $2 trillion, 500 people have died. What? What's really in that package? What? I'll take 2 weeks off to get $1 billion trade, stimulus package for my company, right? Wow. Take 2 weeks off. Trust me. $50 billion is coming in next week. Just saying. So here is the stay at home. Okay. As you can see, Georgia is not on the stay at home. Where are you on the, oh my God, the governor didn't tell us to stay home. What will we do? Oh my God. Well, if you want to stay home, stay home. Damn it. You still have the freedom to do that, Thank God the governor didn't tell us to stay at home. You go, Governor. Where do you stand? I think at this time, and let me say this, I'm a little cautious. I know you out there, if you're not new to the show, if you're regulars out there, and you already had your coffee ready and wondering what I'm going to do this morning, I've got some issues with the governor. Yes, I do. They didn't go away. This pandemic did not wash away anything for Governor Kemp where I'm concerned. But the overall, his level of caution mixed with not overreacting, I'm okay with. Some are upset. I'm seeing it on Facebook. The Facebook wars. Oh, Facebook wars are awesome. They're lighting up. It's not you have nothing to do. First of all, you're supposed to be working it from home. Nobody's looking. So you're in Facebook wars. I got into a couple of them yesterday. I was just sitting there. I seen something on Facebook. I said, oh, hell, let me throw in something here that's really going to get this rolling. All right, so here are the stay at home. Now, you see West Virginia there. In Georgia, we're going to go up. There's 25 deaths? Now, I don't want to mess up the number, 25, 26, but that's where we're at, okay? And let me give me number 9. Okay, number 9 is I went to the West Virginia, because I went to the list. West Virginia was last. We have 25 deaths this morning in Georgia. West Virginia was the last in the United States to report with only 1 case. Okay. And this is where they're at this morning. They have 20 cases in the state of West Virginia. 20 people. 20 people. Okay. And they have 610 negative cases and have 0 on the tote board. Now, I'm going to be considered insensitive this morning, but we are all looking at this like a tote. I mean, you get up in the morning. Let me ask you, how many of you get up in the morning and run to see what the tote board is? It is changed by the hour because the media's got us. Oh my God, how could Trump talk about the economic engine and this economy is not built for a shutdown when the tote board is changing by the hour? Oh my God, he said, let's restart the economy. Somebody died just 2 minutes ago. I watched the train wreck yesterday. The press conferences have been amazing. But yesterday they ran out of things to write about. And Trump will stand there and just let them ask these just ridiculous questions. Where's Dr. Fauci? Where you got him? Where you got him? You hiding him? You keeping him in the back? What happened? What really happened? What the hell, man? The dude was doing 9, 10 shows a day. He needed a little break. Put him back there. So when you put him back there, you know, everybody wants to do the supermarket checkout tabloid story. Fauci was last seen. What the hell? He's in the back. Fauci and Trump are at odds. That's the reason he's not out front. Look, okay. Saying that they have nothing to write about. Hour and 30 minutes, nothing to write about. And I will show you that. But I'm asking you right now, it's up to you out there, America. Are you starting to scratch your head a little bit and saying, okay, now 50,000 people will die of the flu, and it's normal. We do not panic. We do not shut down the subways. We do not shut down anything. We will close schools. We have. There's hot spots with flu, folks, and I'm not on here to take two hours to go against the pandemic, okay? The pandemic of 2020. We're going to get T-shirts with the check, you survived the pandemic of 2020. It's like the great snowstorm of 2020. Oh, we didn't have one here in Georgia. You remember the blizzard of 2020? No. Well, the media told us it was a blizzard. They told us 7 days in a row it was a blizzard. And they told us not to come out. It was too dangerous to drive. Oh, I remember that. It didn't happen. Oh, I remember the blizzard. Damn, I like orange soda. Anyhow, West Virginia, there's the cases, 20. No deaths, nothing on the tote board. That's what we get up every morning. So let's go to the tote board. What do we have here? Now, this was as of 7 o'clock. Obviously, it may have changed. Number 6. Give me number 6. Oh, my God, we're 3. I mean, isn't it interesting that this is what we're ranking among the top 10 in the world? Total confirmed cases, 46,450. Is it getting out of hand? I thought, is it getting out of hand or we're getting our testing model is stronger? I thought it was just 2 weeks ago. Where's the test? Can't you get us the test? Oh my God, we have to have the test. We're so far behind the world because we don't have the test. We're up to 46,450 cases. Okay. They said those cases would explode based on the number of tests now. And we somewhat have a model. Now, I want to show you two other things, and then I want to get off this because there's a lot I want to do today. Give me number 7 this morning. John Hopkins has a great live website running where it does change. The deaths on the top there, 16,767, right? Worldwide. Oh my God. It's hard to come on here and say that's not that bad. Well, my grandmother was one of those deaths. How dare you say that, son? I got it. I understand. It's like a fine line. But worldwide, what do we have? 500,000 deaths from the flu? So right now, in all of this time with China and everybody, that's where we're at. Now, this morning, there's a discrepancy in the number. Give me number 8. There's 593 deaths, folks. Now, we're going to be left with a choice. Shutting down NASCAR, shutting down the NCAA, Final Four, March Madness, shutting down the NBA, shutting down schools, shutting down high school sports programs, shutting down major events throughout the world. We're going to be left with the decision. Are we going to accept when this is over that the government saved us? Would this be worse? Now, don't jump on me. I just asked the questions. If March Madness would have went on and the thousands of cars would have been in the parking lot and there would not be any social distancing, you'd be trying to get out of your car because they're so close. If you'd have been sitting next to the fan that you've never met, if the guy behind you sweats so bad, if that would have happened, if you went up and stood in that long line, okay, long line to get your nachos next to each other, if you'd have went in the bathroom that has a trough and it was like 75 guys trying to get in there, whizzing the floor and get back out, would this be worse? Don't get mad at me. I'm just saying, what if we're at 593 deaths? If it doubles tomorrow, because look at the cases, folks. The president's talking about, let's get back to work. Maybe we ought to get back to work. U.S. cases right there, number 6, again, 46,450. What we have wanted, and I have had on my show for several weeks now with Dr. Raymond Tidman, Dr. Marlowe, Dr. William Whaley. Dr. Tidman's been very adamant. We don't have a model. We don't have the model to look at without the testing. And now the testing's coming in and the death rate, and sorry, 594 people are dead this morning in the United States, but there's a lot more dead for other causes. But the model now has shrunk the percentage rate. I mean, you have hot spots where it looks like the percentage rate's real high. But then overall, the United States of America, look at West Virginia, the percentage rate right now, there's 0 deaths this morning, 20 cases. Right? If you look at Georgia with our cases, so let me get into that. Here are, give me number 10. These are the confirmed cases. They start at the top, 152 in Fulton. And you can read the list all the way down through there. It gets down to Coweta, 9. Okay. You see the cases there, right? And look at the cases, 152 in Fulton, but then look at the population. Okay. Now let's go to 11. Here are the cases in Georgia, because this gets real interesting. Right down the line. This is from the CDC. Okay. Right there. We get down. Let's go to number 13. I'm sorry, number 12. 12, I think go 12. Sorry about that. 12 there. See, as the cases get down to 1. And number 13, you have right there. And here's the interesting thing with number 13. I talked to several people yesterday. We're wondering who the 46 unknown. Where are they at? The unknown 46 that tested positive, okay, where do they live? Now, let me give you an example of what's going on in your local government. Who's paying all these bills, folks? Number 74, just around your local government, 74 today at 2 o'clock. Gilmer County Board of Commissioners. Now, this will be in the jury room. Now, if you're out there nationally watching, you won't be there today. But if you're local, this will be in the courthouse jury room where there's plenty of space for social distancing. And they will have a new business discussion today at 2 o'clock and possible action to enhance the safety of Gilmer County citizens from coronavirus threat. Now, there may be people in Gilmer County quarantined because they've had contact, but right now there's 0 on the CDC's website that say Gilmer County, Fannin County, Union, towns, okay? Lumpkin and Dawson. Lumpkin has gone up to 2, and Dawson's still at 1. So the rate of growth in the last week in our area has been virtually nothing without a couple cases. But yet our grocery stores are empty. Our grocery stores are completely cleaned out for the most part in North Georgia. So what say you? Let me show you one more graph here. Graphic. Number 69. This is MSNBC. They're up to 549. Number 69 here. MSNBC trying to scare the hell out of the world. 44,786 cases. 9,876 in just the last 24 hours. 549 deaths. What say you? Now, I'm concerned, folks. There's $2 trillion on the line. Let me ask you a question. Number 2. Put number 2 up here. We're going to talk about more. You keep hearing about everything else that's going on in the package, the coronavirus. Now, remember, should we have the typical seasonal flu package of, $90 trillion since did we do the $2 trillion swine flu package? What was it? 14,000 dead, whatever. 549 dead. This doesn't add up to me, okay? New coronavirus stimulus bill in Congress creates U.S. digital dollar. Did you know that? Are you just hearing what the senators and Pelosi and congressmen are yelling the loudest? But do you know the new coronavirus stimulus bill introduced by Maxine Waters and her committee is the U.S. digital dollar that will have a digital wallet? Interesting. A digital wallet. Just saying. I think what comes out of this pandemic may be worse than the actual pandemic. I really do. I'm just cautious. All right, folks, we're going to take a break. I'm running long. It's 8:20. I want to know, what do you think? I mean, you know, I hear something. I'm a conservative. I'm a fiscal conservative. People laugh at me. I'm okay with that. I just have always gone by the principle. If I took $1 to the store and they said it was $1.10, they didn't let me have it. So I had to have enough money to purchase. And if I wanted to purchase something and I wanted it, I need to save another dollar. I mean, as silly as that sounds, I've just always felt simple math should apply. So I'm listening to stimulus and I'm thinking, this is good, this is bad. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, this goes against what I believe in. But then again, I do know without some kind of economic package, it could be virtually impossible to get the economic engine running again. Are you confused about that? Hey, listen, Cherokee Gun, those are my friends over. I've got a couple more shirts. Here they are. Really nice. Okay. Go into Cherokee Gun. Go. I want you to drive today. Get your asses out. You need to do something. Go over to Murphy, North Carolina. Go into Cherokee Gun. Well, hell, maybe I'm telling you, maybe they're shut down and I'm not allowed to tell you that. But if you were over that way in Murphy, North Carolina, right there on the main drag, go into Cherokee Gun. Say hello to Doc. Tell him I said to say hello. Say, BKP said to say hello, Doc. He'll give you a shirt right there, or you can send me, put up our information. You can send me a text message and I'll get a shirt to you. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. How about this? How about this, number 14? Let me just show you this. This cracks me up. Okay. Kelly gets things done for Georgia. That cracks me up. It's all she's back. She's back on the internet. Take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
All right, folks, we're back. Sitting around drinking orange soda. Hey, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. We are self-quarantined. I'll tell you what, we're not going anywhere in North Georgia because if you don't have a boat, maybe rain every day. I don't know if it's the coronavirus. Maybe it'll wash it away. Maybe this is the upside to the rain. All right, folks, here is the way you can follow us on social media. You could text the show. You can tell me anything going on out there. That's the way right there, phone number. Get in touch with the show. Now, I'd like for you to take a minute when you're going and looking things up today, okay? Take a minute. We have a 2-hour show. We already used a half hour of it. Go to number one, Democrats try to hijack coronavirus stimulus for liberal Christmas in March. Every time the country faces a crisis, real or perceived, there is a rush in Congress to pass massive bills that go far beyond responding to the matter at hand. Now, there you're going to hear both sides of the aisle, Republicans and Democrats. They come up with some talking points and they run the microphones and they yell to the American people, slush fund one thing after another. And the real devil is in the details. Okay. Now, the Democrats want to, from solar panels to, I disagree, and I'm going to say this, I'm not against unemployment insurance, but I disagree with, I think it is in there 4 months at full pay. Why would somebody go back to work until 4 months? We'll just use $500, okay? Make it easy. I'd love to hear the people scream out there. But if you're getting $500 a week, and somebody says you could stay home for 4 months and still get the same $500, and then maybe do a job or two under the table. There you go, right? There's a thought, right? You can get the same $500 for 4 months. We have people out there reporting other people that are working or at a business that is supposed to be closed. That's where we're at in America. We have governors and elected officials that have actually said to people, if you see somebody doing something that is on the naughty list, call us. I think there's some legal firms already running commercials because they know you're home. Hey, have you been hurt by the coronavirus? Has the coronavirus impacted you? You may have a settlement coming. You write that down. Coronavirus impacted me. Sure did. What is going to be the outcome here? And that is why Trump is saying maybe before this thing gets out of hand, we may need to look at areas of the economies that to say sanitize and get back to work. I mean, maybe. I mean, and they're all over him because this has the potential to go in a direction where it's been talked as high as 30% unemployment. And I can see that happening. So Democrats trying to hijack the stimulus. And yesterday, let me say this, okay, because I want this clear. They know nothing about small business, okay? Nothing. If they do not, and they call it slush funds, all right? They say it's a $50 billion slush fund going to industries that don't deserve it. You keep hearing corporate buybacks, okay? Stock buybacks, corporate slush funds, not being able to pay bonuses. I get it. But small business is where money needs to go to. And that's where I sit and I think, wait a minute, what am I saying? But I will give you an example of just our small business. It has taken us 10 years, We've been in business 10 years. It has taken us 10 years to assemble an amazing team. We got an amazing staff from A to Z, great people, all right? And it's taken 10 years to assemble it. And when you do, I've said this yesterday, small business, what we do is we assemble teams that genuinely turn out to be family. Now, if you got 500 employees, you got 1,000 employees, and you got 20,000 employees, you don't get to know those people. And I'm not going to say it's not because they don't want to. It's just the business is so big, you don't get to know the people. You can't generally look at me as one of the big box companies and say, we are like family. No, you're not. Now, your immediate store may treat each other like family, but the corporate side, they're not family to you. In small business, let's just say 10 employees, 20, 30. We tend to operate like a family. And I feel good, I'm going to say 90%, all right, there's going to be the 10%. But the Democrats will say, well, if we get it out to the businesses and not the people, okay, if you get it out to the business, they will just keep it. Well, I will tell you this. I'm going to guarantee from me, and I can't talk for anybody else, I will not keep it. If the government passes something today to retain employees, I will look into it. And if we are able to get something to retain our employees, we will be able to prove that we're sending the money out to the people and paying the bills, not me. So I think that's a major mistake that they say business will just hoard it back. I disagree. They know nothing about small business. And I'm going to tell you, for those that want to see the economic engine run again, if you do not do it with small business, it won't happen. Because if you think about it during the collapse, the financial collapse, which this is not a financial collapse, but if you look at the financial collapse that happened in 2008 through 12, if you take those 4 years, Walmart didn't go out of business. No, Target didn't go out of business. Lowe's didn't go out of business. Home Depot didn't go out of business. Right? The big stores didn't go out of business. It was the storefronts of small business that got hurt the worst. The hardest, got hit the hardest. Small business got hit the hardest. Right? The others didn't earn as much. Well, sorry for you, but they didn't go anywhere. It's small business. And when the economy came back, Walmart's still there, Target's still there, Home Depot's still there, Lowe's still there. I just think of a couple, all right? BJ's, whatever, the big stores and the big business, they're still there when the economy came back. You know what roared in this economy? Small business. Small manufacturing plants started up, small construction companies, you name it, across the board. Small business started up in the last 4 years, okay, that got this economic engine really rolling hard to mirror or to fill in the gaps for the big stores. So if you want the economic engine to turn again, you need to turn on small business again, because see, we could have 30% unemployment. They're not going to go under. When we crashed in 2009, Delta didn't crash. They're still there. Boeing didn't crash. They're still there. Lockheed Martin didn't crash. They're still there. We can go on and on. It's small business that really busted through the ceiling during Trump's administration thus far that moved the economic needle. If we don't do that, it won't move again. So you have to make sure what you're doing gets into the hands of small business, and small business starts to turn the engine and consumer confidence. And we as small business owners have to have confidence to develop new product, go into new areas, and do new things. That's what you have to do, and Trump knows that. I'm going to take another brief break. We'll come right back. Talk a little bit about Kelly Loeffler. Kelly Loeffler, the senator of Georgia, that should resign. I really think she should resign. Take a break, and we'll be right back.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
It's been 4 generations of family ownership, tens of thousands of customers, and more Chevys than we'd ever be able to count. And more than 60 years later, when we say Days gets it done, we still mean it. With the North Georgia Mountains lowest Chevy prices, a huge selection, and outstanding customer care. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and let's get it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. You know, kids are home from school. I took this off Facebook. A friend of mine, I think this guy's about 12 years old. Okay, about 12 years old. I want to read a little bit to you. Mom posted it on Facebook. This was pretty good. I thought it was worth sharing. I'll leave the person out of it and some names. Came home and asked son if he finished all of his schoolwork. He says, "Yep, and I had some time, so I talked to one of my friends about building an underground bunker." I had a little extra time. Me? Really, son? Oh, yeah. We discussed a lot of options. We're going to need a two-stage air filter for fresh air, wires for electricity, filters for fresh water, spray insulation on the walls, black flex tape for the seams, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Me, wow, okay. Son, we need to talk about plumbing. If we build it here, would you let us tap into the plumbing at the house? Me, nope. Son, I thought you would say that. So we are going to check with his parents and see if they are cool with it at his house. So they're building an underground bunker. These are kids. Now I say this because that is what, wow, how much trouble would I get in to say 12-year-old boys, building forts and things like that. But these guys are online searching their products, their material list, making their material list, and doing their homework, and then building an underground bunker. Interesting. So the president of the United States wants to get, and we'll do this a little later, he wants to get the country moving again. All right. They are absolutely freaking out. Number 70, coronavirus pandemic. Okay. This is 4 a.m., meaning this is 6 o'clock in the morning. This is the first, 6 a.m., first thing out of the box for MSNBC. Coronavirus pandemic, 67 days, 1 to 100,000 cases. 11 days, 100 to 200. 4 days. In just 4 days, we went from 200 to 300,000 cases. You're not going to like this. You're not going to like this at all. But if you look at the states, we do have an election we're going to have to talk about. And we got bumbling bozo Biden, the 3 Bs, bumbling bozo Biden. He's out there as the presumptive nominee. Yesterday, the state of Pennsylvania moved their primary. They moved their primary. Hold on, orange soda time. Yesterday, the state of Pennsylvania moved, Governor Tom Wolf moved the presidential primary date. I forget where he moved it to. You now have till July 15th, April 15th, June 15th. No, May. I missed a month. April 15th, May 15th, June 15th, July 15th. You have till July 15th now to file your taxes. We have senators that are have coronavirus or are quarantined, and these are not Georgia State. I'm talking about U.S. senators. Are we going to let this pandemic put us okay with the sunshine laws broken? Are you going to be okay with White County, Georgia, having a teleconference meeting? Are you, the commissioners? Are you going to be okay with senators voting virtually online? I mean, there's a lot to think about here. But what we better think about is an election coming. All right. Now, I think the Dems want the country to shut down. They want it. They begged him. The Democrats begged the president. Okay. If we have 30% unemployment, and let me just put it there, if we have 30% unemployment, let's go with number 63. Close to a deal. We don't know yet today. And CNN has it up there, number 63. They got Schumer, and they got McConnell and White House Senate leaders close to a deal on stimulus package and coronavirus to the right. Globally, the deaths in the United States, 540 plus of 43,000 tested. Now, that's a good side by side. If you look at one side, we have 540 deaths in this country, okay? And these two are debating and arguing over $2 trillion. Now, look at the side by side, $2 trillion. That being said, the Democrats want full shutdown because let's just say, and I really frustrated some friends of mine, but article after article is actually saying 30% unemployment. Okay. Now, I don't know if that will be the case, but they're pushing for it. If the president, which has war power acts and won't use them, they all yell, won't use them. They have wanted for days, President Donald Trump, not to come back and talk about getting the economy going again. Because if you're sitting home, you're thinking, when am I going to get back to work? But if the president of the United States comes out and says, I am going to mandate, I'm going to make it mandatory, I'm going to mandate that all Americans stay home for 2 weeks. Well, then unemployment goes to 50%, 55%. I don't know, because Walmart, everybody will be saying, well, who's paying me for the 2 weeks? And right now, that's a real gray area because businesses have volunteered to close. Some have been mandated in states to close. But we have an election on the other side of this. Democrats are screaming, Illinois, Michigan. Think of the states that have done the most drastic things. Even New York, even the state of New York, no matter what the hot spot is in New York. Let me say this, okay, and move on. I'm going to get to another subject. When this is over, and it will be, we are going to have warehouses in this country full of respirators and full of masks. Yes. You're going to be able to open it's like after Katrina, okay? We had fields, you may not know it. We had fields of trailers. I'm going to say by the thousands. Never used. Just built and sit on the ground, set on the ground. You're going to open warehouse doors and you're going to pay for them out of your tax money, and you're going to have warehouses packed with ventilators. You're going to have warehouses packed with masks. Oh, yeah, you are. Now, I don't know if this is a test run for the real deal, and that's where people get upset, but keep in mind $2 trillion, all right? Now, I want to make this brief because I want to call this, I want to do a new segment here, okay? I'm asking for Kelly Loeffler's resignation. Loeffler, okay? I think she should resign. Now, hang tight. I had it here just a minute ago. Let me pull this. Let's take, let me see if I can find it here. It was just a minute ago. Hold on.
Hi, welcome to the new business.
I didn't want to do that, damn it. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. All right, I'm going to send Emily, I'm going to send you something. Get it. I'm going to text it to you, okay? And put it into pictures. You'll know. You'll just see. Just label it the one I text to you, so you'll know this one here. All right. And let me know when you're ready. And we're going to start a new segment. I just sent it to you. All right. And I want to start a new segment so it's not all, 3 minutes in front of it of me looking for a picture. So, all right, let's start all over. Now, if you're ready out there, ready, set, I've got to tell the production booth when I want to start a new segment because they record them and they put them out. So All right. I'm asking for Senator Kelly Loeffler's resignation. Now, will she do it? I don't know. But I really think she should resign. Now, yesterday I didn't have, I'm watching press conferences, so I pick up the danger box here, and I'm looking at Facebook to see what everybody is posting and what they're doing and how they're sharing time. And what is interesting here in Georgia is we have 3 or 4 people that have created fake, and I'm going to say more than that, fake Facebook profiles, okay? And they're out there to defend Kelly Loeffler. And every time, all you got to do is go to one of them, because they have been out there posting what an amazing woman she is and how great she is, and how innocent till proven guilty. She is innocent until proven guilty. And if anybody's against her, we're jealous because she has money and she's pretty and she's a woman. But they all, and what I do to every one of them, just to agitate, just for me, I just immediately run up under their post and say, how much do you get to defend her? And they freak out. They freak out when that starts them freaking out. All right. How much it was funny yesterday. How much do I get paid to carry Collins water? How much do I get paid to carry David Ralston's water? You name it. Right. And they start really getting wound up. So yesterday, somebody started this. When I took it, it's at 212. They're trying now to get to 500. It's starting to pick up some steam. Started yesterday afternoon. Do you have that picture I sent you? Can I get that one up? The one I text you, if you got it ready. Whenever you do, get that up. Do you have? Yes, that's all right. It's covering me up. Don't worry about it. Leave it there. All right. Somebody started a resign immediately. We call on Kelly Loeffler to resign immediately. It's got 193. Well, you know what's funny is you got 193. I got 212, because just since we were on the show here, it's jumping up. It's up to 212 now. And the full story is underneath there, what she did. And it's on change.org. And you can actually go on there and fill out and say you want her to resign. Okay, take that down. Now, yesterday, go to number 14. I noticed on the websites. Now, on the websites, I like to watch her political strategy, okay? And I read 30, 40 different websites. I mean, from The Hill to the UK Daily Mail, you name it. I read 30, 40 websites a day, if not more. And so I see all the ads. I watch YouTube clips of senators fighting on the floor, and they have the ads. So I've watched in the last couple of weeks, whether it be the coronavirus or something else, I've watched her ads disappear. And especially for the last week, they really went away, her ads. Okay. Now, there was a lot of people talking before the coronavirus that Kelly Loeffler's ads, they were tired of them. So maybe they got the word and said, we're tired of it. Or in the last 3 or 4 days, in the last 2 weeks, nobody's wanted to hear from this lady. But the ads are coming back. And let me tell you, she is not. You met the real Kelly Loeffler that sold her stock. That's who they are. Okay, her and her husband. And man, did I get into it yesterday with Sam. Sam called me, not every name in the book, but he just let me have it. And he just railed on me about my article I wrote a couple of weeks ago. And then Margaret. Well, for those of you that don't know what I'm saying, I'm not going to go into it. But Margaret, I know why she's peed off. She went on there and she said, oh, I never thought you would go this low. And she's a Kelly lover. And the reason Margaret's a Kelly lover, and you're going to say, don't tell the story if you're not going to tell us who it is. I'm not going to get into that. But, she hates. This person hates. Okay? She hates David Ralston. She's tried to beat David Ralston for years. Okay, so she hates him. She ran against, oh, hell, now you know who it is. She ran against David Ralston, couldn't beat him. Okay? All right. Her husband ran against Steve Gooch and couldn't beat him. How is the hell is that my fault? All right. She hates Doug Collins. Hates Doug Collins. I mean, hates that man. She hates that man so bad that she went out and she was part of a group that said ABC, anybody but Collins, about 4 years ago when they got all kinds of people to run against the congressman. How's that my fault? The only reason this woman likes is my opinion, my God, my opinion, Kelly Loeffler, is because of her hate for others. And yesterday I made a post. She went, I never thought you would just stoop to that low, Baba. Would you shut the hell up? We know why you like Kelly Loeffler. Anyhow, that was wrong because now that's going to come back to bite me in my ass because she's going to rail and rail and rail when she hears it. All right, now getting back to something you may know, all right? This woman here, within 60 days, folks, within 60 days of being a senator, has already misused her committee assignment. Already. It's of my opinion that when she went into that health private meeting with Richard Burr, okay? Now, what did they know? Now, I'm going to tell you, anybody out there that says, well, why are you saying Kelly Loeffler needs to resign? What about everybody? Burr, I don't care if they're a Democrat. I don't care if they're independent. I don't care if they're Bernie Sanders. I don't care who they are. I don't care if just yesterday they were my favorite senator. They need to resign, okay? Now, Kelly and Richard Burr of North Carolina, is that his name, Senator Burr of North Carolina? They sat next to each other, right next to each other during the impeachment trial. Impeachment's not been that long ago. All right. Now, not to speak of the pandemic, she has already used her. You get it? She's already used her committee assignment to trade and bet against America on insider trading. Now, I'm not going to have time to do this. I want you to do it at home. Kids, don't try this at home. Build an underground bunker. But you see that right there, number 14? Go to number 2. Now, this is where you're going to have to do your own research. New coronavirus stimulus bill in Congress creates U.S. digital dollar. Now, this is Ford magazines. You can find it. See if that will not play a role and help in commodities trading. Okay? See if it will. All right? Number 3. Just saying, I'm going to put this together. You do your research. See if this goes through the package, the digital dollar with the digital wallet, see if it will not affect commodities and the trading of commodities. And then you put together, if you see it does, I got ripped apart yesterday that I didn't have my facts and I went after the governor and this and that because of the article I wrote a couple weeks ago. Watch this. The House of Representatives, Democrats are confident with the idea of digital dollar in time for crisis like coronavirus. Bitcoin would be the ultimate beneficiary of the digital dollar that is driven to launch as a means of distributing relief money for Americans. Now, that's how they're selling it to you. Okay. I just want put back up. Now put number 15. Yesterday, let me say this, okay? Yesterday, I got attacked over the Daily Beast. The Daily Beast, I understand, is a bunch of lefties, okay? And this individual on Facebook said, why are you pushing the Daily Beast, article when they're nothing but liars and one thing after another. Search Kelly Loeffler. There's 40 to 50 articles. 40 to 50 articles. Loeffler stock trades roll Georgia's special election Politico. Sorry about that, folks. Senator Loeffler rejects accusations of improper trading. SEC warns on coronavirus insider trading after stock sales by New York Stock Exchange chair, his wife, CNBC. Did I write those? Don't think so. Let me look at the next one. Number 16. Number 16, how Richard Burr and Kelly Loeffler became political villains in the coronavirus saga, right? CNN editorial page, okay? Now, I was accused yesterday again of, let me see where this one's at. I was accused of putting up or accepting the Daily Beast. CNBC, which one is that? Go back one picture. I think it should be back one picture. Okay. Yeah, there you go. You see the one there? Okay. SEC warns on coronavirus insider trading after stock sales by New York Stock Exchange chair and his wife, Loeffler, 3 other senators. Okay. The Security and Exchange Commission issued a sharp warning against trading on non-public information related to the coronavirus. Now, don't think there's not heat around her. Now, Brian Kemp is busy. The governor of the state of Georgia, he's busy right now. I got to give it to him. And he's probably shutting the door and saying, the last damn thing I need is this. Didn't I do enough for her? Now, what if I got in trouble yesterday for a hypothetical? If you read the story, you remember the plane conversation that I created? I did. I'm just wondering, what they talk about for an hour and a half up there? What they talk about for an hour and a half home? And I wrote what I thought maybe they talked about. Well, I got ripped on that yesterday from somebody on social media. But do you think Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, is shutting the door and saying, haven't I done enough for her? Or is she calling Kemp and saying, look, damn it, you need to stay focused because you don't want anyone maybe to know what? I don't know. Wonder how Kemp's stock portfolio is. Wonder how. Wonder if we could check maybe some friends around Kelly, not just hers. Maybe some friends of hers. Now, Kelly knows not to do anything, but I wonder if we could check. Kelly's in trouble. We need to put the pressure on now. We're in Georgia. You do what you have to do in North Carolina. You do what you have to do in California with Dianne Feinstein. The caution came days after news of recent stock sales by CEO of the owner of the New York Stock Exchange, Jeff Sprecher, and his wife, Senator Kelly Loeffler of Georgia, sparked widespread criticism and calls for an investigation. Now, this is CNBC. This is the Security and Exchange Commission. There's calls for an investigation. So for you out there hiding behind your phony Facebook, okay, profiles, this is not the Daily Beast. You can get mad at that. Yes, they're lefties. Yes, they're whack jobs. You can call me every name you want in the book. This is the Security and Exchange Commissions. Because what I want you to remember here, now this is what I love. This is what Kelly did, okay? As soon as, it came out, here's number 18. She put a tweet out, this is ridiculous and baseless attack. It's ridiculous. I do not make investment decisions for my portfolio. Investment decisions are made by multiple third-party advisors without my or my husband's knowledge of investment. Bullshit, okay? President of the United States called it one time. I got to call it right there. Flat out BS, Kelly. You know it is. Okay? Absolutely BS. Now, Governor Brian Kemp, you're busy. I get it. But let me tell you something. I want you to take this away because we're going to move to the pandemic. But no, I do not care. This may be a nice lady. I've never met her. But she did not become, this is clear. This opens the door. Who is she really? Her handlers were trying to make her look like a duck hunter. All right, like Elmer Fudd and a duck hunter. Her handlers were trying to make her. Okay, here's the deal. Okay, and you're going to say, well, he's going off the rails. Now, damn it, I have not. Let me just clear this up. In 60 days, they inundated, okay, you with commercials. Her handlers told her, look, go to D.C., get your name on a couple pro-life bills. Well, that's easy enough. Can I get my name? Can you show me the most attractive pro-life bills? Those are the most interesting ones. Put my name on those. She became the most pro-life, the most Second Amendment, the most conservative, the most Donald Trump supporter. It was all smoke and mirrors. It was all made up. In the first 60 days, January and February. I mean, we're at March 24th, okay? So she didn't, when did she sign in there to book to say she's official? January 6th or something like that? So somewhere around January 6th, she's only had about 2 months. She was being sold to Georgians as Georgia values and the most conservative, most pro-life, most Second Amendment, everything. She supports Donald Trump. She spent millions, this woman did, trying to convince you that she is someone she is not. She went down to LaGrange or wherever there, but she went and bought a Kia and took a picture and then turned around and bought a private jet. Okay. Her handlers have done everything in the world to try to create somebody, and it's not her. And what really happened, okay, what really happened, and put her little ad up, number 14, is in 2 months, in just 2 months, 60 days, the real Kelly Loeffler was exposed. The real Kelly Loeffler, okay? Now, you stop and think of all of the people in the past that you know, I won't bring the names up to make any comparison, that the media or handlers or PR people created somebody and later you found out that's not who they are. Right there on the screen, okay? In 60 days, she's already used her committee assignments to do what she wants, the real Kelly Loeffler. Now, you go in and you do your research on who this package, this trillion-dollar, multi-trillion-dollar aid package. We got people in grocery stores. First of all, thank you very much for putting, they're working all night putting food back on the shelves. We got people with children at home. We've got you and I out there, and go look at this package and see how much it benefits her and her husband. Okay, check it out. The really Kelly Loeffler has been exposed in 60 days. We know we know her. We don't know her. Damn it, I can't say I know her. We know she should resign. We'll just leave it at that. I'm getting all mixed up and bumbled and jumbled, and that'll give the Facebook people so much to talk about. Kelly Loeffler needs to resign immediately. Period. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
It's been 4 generations of family ownership, tens of thousands of customers, and more Chevys than we'd ever be able to count. And more than 60 years later, when we say Days gets it done, we still mean it. With the North Georgia Mountain's lowest Chevy prices, a huge selection, and outstanding customer care. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and let's get it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hey, folks, we're sitting here this morning. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, 916. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. We're sitting here this morning waiting. And should we be waiting for $2 trillion worth of stimulus package? Where does $2 trillion go? $2 trillion. Now, I said this last week, and it upset some people because I'm wondering if after this is over, and it will be over, they're canceling the Summer Olympics in Japan. Really, folks? After this is over, okay, where will $2 trillion be? And after this is over, will we say the government saved us? Have you thought about, and I think that's what Trump was saying yesterday, the president saying yesterday, this economy has to move. You people are treading on dangerous ground. You start telling people they have to stay home, okay. They have to do their part, okay. But they need to see why. And they need to feel like staying home and doing their part is the reason there's only 593 dead related to the coronavirus today. Now, out of the 593, I'm pretty sure the majority of the 593 in the death toll are underlying conditions. That's the biggest fear we have, people with underlying conditions. So if you already have respiratory problems and underlying conditions, it's troubling if you get the virus, because that's the people that the top percentage rate that are dying from this virus. So we're on the edge of wondering, wait a minute. Let's say this, and I say it in all due respect. Right now, we're not dumb. So we know how many we were able to look up the swine flu. We were able to look it up. We were able to see 14,000, 13, whatever. We were able to see that many people killed, okay? We're still a long way from that. Could it happen? We're able to look up flu numbers. We're able to look up other comparables, okay? And you're asking us just to trust us, to shut down our economy, tell us to go home, and don't do anything. Don't go to restaurants together. Don't play baseball outside. And that, are we going to be the reason, and will Americans buy that what we did and the government did is what saved the country? And I think people are asking that question. I take it serious. I sent all of our people Sunday night. Last week, we basically social distance the whole entire company. This Sunday night, I asked every single person to social distance, go home, voluntarily quarantine themselves. I said, if you need to go to the office to use the Wi-Fi for any reason to upload anything, you have to call and schedule it, because only one person can be there at a time. But I also, in the back of my mind, I'm going to wonder what's happening here that has how did we get to where we let this cause a $2 trillion package? You got to stop and think, $2 trillion. Okay. Now, I was sent a couple articles, and I read through several of these articles, and Dr. Marlowe, which was on our show, sent these articles out. And here is give me number 4. Okay. Corona is slowing down. Humanity will survive. Okay. And Nobel laureate and Stanford professor Michael Levitt unexpectedly became a reassuring figure in China at the peak of the coronavirus pandemic. Okay. We will survive this. Humanity will survive. He says it's slowing down. Now, a couple more articles out there that I pulled up earlier, okay, with this is, well, I already had that one. I did that twice. Here's another one, number 5. All right. Coronavirus, 5 reasons for optimism. COVID-19 has already spread to 115 countries and territories around the world, but not everything is bleak compared to 2008 crisis. Okay. The financial system is more stable compared to SARS. Medical technology is more advanced. The media, folks, is not searching for these stories. The media does not want to report the upside that can come out of this. They don't want to do it. Okay? It's out there. There's some great articles on the upside of this. Trump knows that. The doctors know how to get this. You know, he said yesterday, and this is what, you know, the media came back with, oh my God, Trump wants to kill all of us and put us all in a room so we could touch each other. He just asked all the reporters yesterday. And basically, this is what the president said. Hey, if I open that door and tell everybody they can come in like they used to, everybody, and you're basically sitting on each other's laps in here, would you show up? I bet they would. Now, I don't know how they're doing the press briefing, whether it's lottery or don't let the people in Trump does not like reporters. But somehow in that room, I mean, they've got them strategically moved around, and they may be doing a press lottery every day of who gets to get in there. But he asked them yesterday, hey, if we just open the door, come on in, would you show up? Right? They all looked at each other. We don't know. We never thought about that. I don't know. Would I? I don't know. I got hand sanitizer. Like, deer in headlights. President turned it around. Would you come in here? All right. Now, yesterday at the press conference, how many of them were doing, okay, I'm asking this question for my colleague that cannot be here today. I'm asking this question for one of my colleagues, right? Sure. Trump says, sure. Ask the question. All right. But let me tell you something. The media, and you got to know this, folks. It's true. Give me number 4. Corona is slowing down. Humanity will survive. And trust me, I got this from a reputable source. Give me number 5. I'm just going to show you a couple, right? Corona virus, 5 reasons for optimism. These are amazing articles. Go look them up, all right? Go look them up. But the media does not bring that to you. Here's what the media brings you, okay? Number 72. Trump, doctors would shut down the entire world. You can't listen to the doctors. They'd shut down the entire world. The media brings no optimism in this. They want you to shut down everything. There's an election. We're going to take a break. It'll put us at 9:30. We're going to come back and go through my pictures so we can talk about that and get this thing wrapped up for, is it Tuesday? It's Tuesday. Be right back.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
It's been 4 generations of family ownership, tens of thousands of customers, and more Chevys than we'd ever be able to count. And more than 60 years later, when we say Days gets it done, we still mean it. With the North Georgia Mountains lowest Chevy prices, a huge selection, and outstanding customer care. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and let's get it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Sorry folks, I had plenty of time, but it was right when I came back I realized I need some more orange soda. All right. Do you like orange soda? I do, as you can tell. Now, let me just tell you a little something. We are going to have, yesterday we did not, we took a break, we went serious side, but we are going to end the show with our 8-ball question of the day. We do have our 8-ball. We will ask the magic 8-ball a question. Now, well, let me tell you, because I know you think I'm out there anyway, so let me give you some. I will not drink these till they've been 48 hours because I like the glass and everything nice and cold. So I have, this is how strange, just going to tell you, I got a section in the fridge where I know they've been there for at least 2 full days before I drink them. And I know. I'm going to get text message. I'm going to get an email. I'm going to get, now we know what's wrong with you. Folks, you're already doing the research. I've got the text messages. Yes. All I'm saying is in 60 days, Kelly was able to use her assignments to benefit her in the stock market, is my opinion. She needs to resign, is my opinion. And now let's see what this $2 trillion may benefit her in not small business. The lady with the $10.5 million house down on Tuxedo Drive. That would be Kelly. Kelly. I know somebody's going to make a comment about that when the show is over. It's really funny. It's an inside joke. Did you see that on did you see that on Facebook? I love some of you are really having a good time, like, well, I guess now all my jokes are inside jokes. Ha ha. Let's go through I showed you the optimism, and let's just do it one more time. Number 4, okay? And this comes from an amazing source, Dr. Marlowe in Atlanta. He is in the infectious disease. He knows his stuff. Put it like it. This guy's amazing. He's been on the show. So we know this morning. Here's a picture of Kelly and her husband on the New York Stock Exchange. Number 17. We don't want to leave without that. Got to show you that one. There they are. Okay, now let's start just through the pictures randomly. Okay. And let's see what we have. Number 37. New York Times. Trump considers reopening economy over health experts' objections. If we left it up to the doctors. Now, wait a minute. I'm not against the doctor. Follow doctor's orders, okay? I meet with a doctor every Friday morning, and he scares the bejesus out of me, all right? I'm just saying, he's like, follow the orders. Did you do this? Did you do that? Woo, okay. All right, dude. If it were up to the doctors, we'd all be following the doctor's orders. The guy that told you need to stay in your house for 2 weeks. And you looked at him and said, okay, who's going to pay me? Well, you need to take a week off. Okay, and who sends me that check? I mean, that's where we're at. You said stop and think about it your whole life, right? Following doctor's orders. Now, if you're out there, much like myself, and you have surgery, and the doctor says you can't go back for 8 weeks, and you say, okay, and who is supposed to send me the check so I can pay my bills, feed my kids? Who is that? Is that you, Doc? Well, no, I wish you well, but you can't go out for 8 weeks. Well, all right, I'll be back in 2 weeks. So I'm not saying don't follow the doctor's orders, but do you realize that's where we're at? Who's going to pay our bills? Hey, Doc, I know this is all cool. You're on TV saying stay home 8 weeks, shut down the government for the country for 2 full months. This is exactly like you walking in and say, okay, who's going to pay the bills? So doctor's orders, all right? Trump considers reopening the economy. Trump knows he has no choice. You're going back to work, or you're going outside, or you're going to get in your car and you're going to go drive somewhere and go in a store, okay? Now, let me get in all the trouble I possibly can, okay? This is it, damn it. Now, I know the women are going to throw right back. And, hey, let's just say this just to be saying it. Let me ask you a question, government. How damn long are you going to keep a woman out of a shoe store? Really? Huh? Answer that one, Doc. Uh-huh. Yeah. You ain't telling the damn women in America that they can't go, on discount day to the shoe store. You've lost your damn mind. I'm sorry, I could be in big trouble, but, I'm just telling you right now. I can see it now. Hell, I don't. I feel good. Shoe store's open, damn it. They got my size. Number 38. State negotiators appear to close in on a stimulus deal. They appear to close in on their own deals. Let me tell you something. The takeaway is what those criminals up there take away and how they exploit you and I right now. $2 trillion. Okay, number 39. Washington Post. Senate negotiations cite progress. Democrat concerns have focused on a $500 billion fund program Republicans want to create for loans and loan guarantees. Slush fund. Okay. Who was it that just said this right here? Hang on there, Baba Louie. Who was it that just said, hang tight, I got it here. Where's it at? Where the hell is it at? I had it here just a minute ago. Was it James Clyburn that just said, let's not, we can get all we want here? Was it James Clyburn that said, hey, we can actually take this opportunity? James Clyburn, was it him? To get all we want in this package. I mean, this is our chance to get what we want, to go in the direction we want to go in. This is our chance, $2 trillion. They're going to take advantage of you and I telling us to stay home. Okay. Number 38. Okay. Number 38, state negotiators appear close. I already showed you that one, I think. Let's go with 39. Let's go with 40. Minka and Joe, British Prime Minister Johnson, you must stay at home. They're like, why didn't the president? This is their number 41. Nearly 45,000 coronavirus cases, 549 deaths in the U.S., and Trump is saying he may bring back the economy? Does he not realize 549 people have died? Does he not realize there's 20 cases in West Virginia? Does he not realize nobody died in West Virginia yet? I mean, let's just say this. Here's the deal we will make you, okay? This is going to be totally wrong, but we're going to go with it anyway. Remember when we were looking at the map and we were saying, what the hell with West Virginia? It wasn't colored in. They forgot to send them the crayons and it wasn't colored in. And we were looking like every day, okay, West Virginia's not colored in. Okay, as Obama would count it, 53 states have already colored in Obama states. And what's going on with West Virginia? And then finally, you got up one morning and it was colored in and they were able to say it's even in West Virginia now. So here's what we got. Here's the deal we're going to make. There's 0 deaths in West Virginia as of this morning. When somebody dies, that's when we can go back. I mean, everybody, let's see, what is your criteria, Joe and Minka, and the evil media? At least 1 death in every state. Is that the deal you want to make? And then give me number 42. Trump, more people would die from job loss than virus. Oh my God. Did you hear that yesterday? I was with him, 543 people have died. 539, whatever the number is, right? Trump's right. And I want to be careful with this because this is troubling for me. Depression's a serious thing, okay? I mean, more people right now are suffering in this country from depression than they are the coronavirus. I'm sorry to just put it so blunt, okay? More people in this country are committing suicide every year from depression than coronavirus, okay? And Trump's trying to tell these people, damn it, they're going to lose their homes. I can only do so much. He may be president. I can only do so much, but I can't call some of these institutions, and they're not. And you remember in the financial collapse, the government was going to step in and stop all these foreclosures, but they didn't, folks. They did not, because they couldn't. Now, the banks are strong. So the banks are going to tell the president, you're not telling us what to do because we're not asking you for money, so you're not going to give me money and tell me I have to do this for the money. They don't need it. So if you got a traditional loan, banks are not asking for the government to give them money. We did that early on. And what the government should do is I hate not force the banks. Got to be careful. There should be something where the banks say it's our time to help. But all right, this is 100% right. Trump said yesterday, more people are going to lose their life over other things than job loss. And they're freaking out this morning. Okay, I showed you this already, number 43. Here are the states, stay at home, where you're told to stay at home. So I called somebody yesterday. It's time for Governor Brian Kemp's press conference. And I called somebody and said, we need to watch this press conference, see what happens. Person said, what do you think is going to take place? I said, I don't know, back and forth with people. We're thinking that maybe he's going to add Georgia to the list of stay-at-home orders. Maybe. And the first thing the person said was martial law. Now, they don't like to hear that. You don't like to hear that. I'm sorry, but stay-at-home order? See, they changed quarantine because that was ugly. I mean, if you think of quarantine, you think of, tuberculosis. You think of quarantine, tuberculosis, and when you get out, you get a badge you have to wear or a sticker or something you have to wear the rest of your life to let people know that you had tuberculosis and you were quarantined. So they switched it up to social distancing. Okay. Yes, they social distancing, quarantine. They poll things, people. That's how damn crappy our government is. They go out and poll things. So social distancing. Oh, well, that's cool. And then me, your host, everybody, we're taking pictures and saying, hey, how's this for social distancing? So we seem to enjoy it more. We did not go on Facebook and say, how's this for quarantine? How's this? We love social distancing. So they did pretty good with their, marketing on that. Stay-at-home order. Stay-at-home order. Martial law. If they say they will arrest you if a stay-at-home order is in place and they tell law enforcement to break it up, if they see more than 10 people and we're told to break it up, very concerned on this kind of stuff. Let's go to the next one, 44. Now, Trump just keeps letting them ask dumbass questions. World Health Organization, virus is spreading faster. Number 45, doctors forced to reuse supplies. I don't think so. I really do not think so. Now, let me say something here, all right? You visit anybody in the hospital recently? Okay. Let me say something. All right, I have. So let's just go back 6 months into 2019. And as you well know, my mother went through chemo, and several of the chemo treatments put her right in the hospital in intensive care. All right. So I spent, in the last 4 months of 2019, I spent many days in the hospital, many days. And I watched them, the dispenser on the door. I watched them come in and grab that dispenser, that mask, pull it over, go in that box, pull 2 gloves on, come over, just talk to my mom, see if she needed anything, if they touched her tray or anything, or check some vitals or anything. And as they go out the door, they're there 3 minutes. And I'm not saying it's wrong. They step on that trash can at the doorway, and they pull off 2 gloves, and they pull off that mask, and they're there 3 minutes. And somebody else walks in, grab that mask. Okay. I've literally seen about 4 or 5 masks in an hour pulled out of there where somebody comes in. Same thing with gloves, which I'm not saying is wrong, but you need to understand now that this is pandemic and it's been labeled that, they have to actually not pull masks out of the box and throw them away. They have to, if they touch things for 15, 20 minutes, they have to pull those off and put others on, whether they're doing anything or not. Pull this off, put another one on. So they're going through them, yes, but I don't know that they're reusing them as they want you to believe. Now, that I'm going to leave alone and just say I don't think so. Let's go to number 46. Trump has given unusual leeway to Fauci, but aides say he's losing his patience. They got nothing else to report. This is what happens when they run out of things to report. Period. They asked yesterday, where's Dr. Fauci? Where is he at? Where's he at? Where are you hiding him? Dude, he's at a task force meeting right now. He's probably pretty burnt out. So we got the lady here. I forget her name. I know, that's wrong. 47. This is the discussion, the pandemic, coronavirus pandemic. Trump wants to reopen U.S. in weeks, not months. They were discussing it. Oh my God. Number 48. Senate fails to advance coronavirus rescue package for second day. You know, the market is not moving based on a coronavirus package. The market is moving because the Federal Reserve opened the windows and it's raining cash. Okay? It is raining cash out of the Federal Reserve is what's moving the market, not this stimulus package right now. Number 49, Mnuchin, Schumer say coronavirus rescue package deal is very close. Number 50, partisan bickering erupts over stimulus package. Number 51, there's our guy, Kennedy from Louisiana, number 51. You know, people at home are watching and they're saying this country was created by a bunch of geniuses or some brilliant men, and it's now being run by a bunch of idiots. He said a bunch of idiots. Loved it. Okay. 52, UK on lockdown. They're on lockdown. There they are. And they don't understand why we're not on lockdown. Okay. 53, this is big, folks. Trump says HUD will suspend foreclosures and evictions until end of May. Okay. If you were going to be evicted in March or April, you had other issues, not the coronavirus, if you were going to be evicted. So I'm not for sure what this is going to do. He may stop foreclosures that are already in place, but keep the thing in mind. That's HUD. You have to have a government-backed apartment or a government-backed, if you live in an apartment and they build an apartment and you went and showed your finances and they said you didn't make enough money to live, I mean, you made too much money to live there, then that's the kind of apartment that's going to not evict you. But if you live in an apartment where you pay the guy at the first of the month and you pay the rent, but if you live in one that they supplement your rent because it's income-based, that's who will hold your apartment for a couple more months. Same thing with your house. But if you have a traditional loan with those banks that are doing well and those banks that probably could just, you know, think your house is a good deal. Now, easy. I'm not calling anybody's names. We all have friends in the industry, but might be, yeah, really? Sure. Call Trump. But for right now, you need to make your payment. You got a letter from the president directly saying that I can't do this because if not, you have a traditional mortgage. Number 54, most renters won't be protected. It's from the AJC under Trump's economic relief plan. And he's right. They're right. They won't. Okay. So when somebody calls, where's my rent? It's the 24th. You need to be sweating your rent, Jack. Because on the 1st, Trump said I couldn't get evicted. You need to call Trump. You need to bring me my money and you need to call Trump. Just saying, trying to be honest with you. 55, Trump at odds with health experts on reopening the country. At odds. Okay. Number 56. I'm going to tell you what. You want to open this damn country? If I'm in trouble, I might as well go for the trifecta. Open this damn country. You let them run thousands of ads on TV about a shoe sale next week. I get this country turning real fast. I'm telling you, man. You do one of those 2 for 1, buy 1 pair, get 2 pair free. Damn Americans be standing in line for that shoe sale. I'm just saying. 56. Trump calls himself a forward thinker when asked about regrets in its coronavirus response. Do you regret what you did? No, I really don't. I'm a forward thinker. I'm considering what's going to happen tomorrow. To hell with yesterday. Trump really does a great job at these press conferences. I read a couple optimistic headlines. I wanted to show you the media spin. I always do. Number 57. Here is Trump at odds with health experts on opening the country. They got the pandemic to the right there. We have 42,600 cases, 540 deaths. New development. Army Army field hospitals to arrive in New York City, Seattle within 72 hours impacted. New York City says attack rate. The attack rate. Attack. New York City attack rate 5 times more severe than elsewhere. They're being attacked. You know, de Blasio is doing the press conferences like if you look out the window, you could see the virus walking down Broadway like this. The blob. Oh, hell. All right, number 58. Here is the guy, the New Jersey. Now, if you remember, I don't know where we're at, folks. Number 58 there. New Jersey doesn't have the money for their teachers' pension. Would this be the perfect time to just have the government pay off their teacher pensions? Would they? Huh. Illinois, Spritzer, or whatever that fat ass is. I'm sorry. I know I get daggone it. I've only got 8 minutes. I could have got out of it. But that sleazeball Spritzer out there at Illinois. Illinois broke. Broke. Ain't got a damn dime. And he's yelling about something? Who the hell said you can yell about anything? You got no skin in the game. We're the one paying all your bills right now. Maybe this is perfect timing, and true $2 trillion could help some states, especially Democrat states like New Jersey, like Illinois, that have a major pension problem that they can't pay. Trump wants to reopen U.S. in weeks, not months. That's the governor of New Jersey. Number 59. Okay. 59, running out of time. 1 in 1,000 in the New York City metro area have contracted, damn it, the virus. Contracted the virus. 1 in 1,000. Here is 60. Trump wants to reopen the government. Here, that's the governor of Michigan. They got all these Democrat governors. Now, the lady in the back. Okay. So this is only, if you look it up, and this is only good for Georgia, and this will probably get me booed, but that's okay. You know, yes, I do know that when the governor of the state comes out, we got to have somebody do sign language. And so I'm starting to learn in the sign language, like, and look, my niece is deaf and blind, and she does sign language, and I'm not making fun, but I'm learning mask and I'm learning some things. I'm watching the sign language. So here's the thing. I've been watching a lot of these governors' press conference, and I've been trying to figure out who has the best. Now, who has the best person doing sign language for the deaf that's really bringing them the information? And that's Brian Kemp, because Brian Kemp hired a gnome, and the gnome is doing sign language, and he's animated. I mean, he is. I mean, that dude just not, I don't know what he's saying, but he knocks it out, and he does. He is. So the award for the best person bringing the information to our deaf community for sign language is the gnome in Georgia. Sorry, hell, I know I'm gonna get my ass wiped on that one, boy. And I ain't got no toilet paper. 61. Federal government begins building field hospitals in New York. The streets are empty. 62, New York City, Sunday, they had 10,764 cases. Monday, 13,119. It's a city of how many people, folks? Put their cases up. How many millions of people in New York City? Not making light of it. Okay. Give me number 65. More than 100 New York Police Department employees infected with COVID-19. Number 66. They're trying to put it in perspective and what they can do to really scare New York City virus attack rate. It's an attack rate. New York, they want you to believe the virus is moving down the street. It's like The Fog. It's like that movie, The Fog. It's moving down the street in New York City. People are running in panic, screaming. 1 in 700 people. That's the attack rate. I would like for 1 in 700 New Yorkers to get bit by a dog. 3 minutes. I only need 3 minutes to get out because I'm getting out there right now. Number 67. New York governor, that's Fredo's brother, Cuomo, issues emergency order for hospitals to increase the capacity. How many beds you got in your hospital? 500? Make it 1,000. How do you do that? No more single rooms. You got it? You tell those people 2 and 3 beds to a room. Wouldn't that move? I don't care. You got to increase your capacity. It's state law. I'm taking over the hospitals. I'm just thinking out loud, what are we doing here, folks? Number 68, Trump eager to end social distance as virus spreads faster. All right. Then I think we've done this graphic. You know, it's scary. The Fog, number 69. Okay. And then we did this one, number 70. 1 to 100,000 cases in 67 days. But we've gone in just 4 days to 200,000 to 300,000. Number 71, Trump orders social distancing may end. So now let me go with this one right here. Number 75. Okay, there's 2 more things. Number 75. Now, this is a hospital in Easton, Pennsylvania, and I am on newsletters of different things all across the country, so I can tune in a little bit of what's going on in different places. Easton Hospital needs $40 million by Wednesday. By Wednesday, tomorrow, or it will close. Letter to Governor Tom Wolf of Pennsylvania. Easton Hospital's corporate owner and St. Luke University Health Network told Governor Tom Wolf that Easton Hospital needs about $40 million by Wednesday to keep running, or the facility will close April 1st, according to the letter. You think they'll get their $40 million tomorrow? How many of those letters have gone out to governors all across the state? You think they'll get their letter? All right. So let's go with this. Here's our question of the day for the Magic 8 Ball. All right. Ready? Trump considers easing social distancing guidelines. So Magic 8 Ball, should the President of the United States ease social distancing guidelines? It is certain. It's certain to happen. It is certain. All right, Trump. Let me go with one to close. Magic 8 Ball, should all the shoe stores do a buy one, get 2 free sale to get the economy moving again? Should the shoe stores run a sale? Yes, definitely. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Stay safe. It's raining out, so be careful. Stay away from the virus if you see it. I don't know. We'll be back tomorrow.